Oh, sorry, morning all, and it's the 13th I think today. The saga of the fridge, I'm afraid that the fan idea didn't seem to work. It seemed to work on coming down here, but for some known reason I've tried it a couple of times for a good hour or two, and in fact, if anything, the temperature just still kept rising. So I've bit the bullet and actually decided that I'm going to change the fridge out and put a compressor fridge in. I'm limited to a certain space, and I'm hoping that the one I've got will fit in there. If it doesn't, I've got a little bit of an issue, a bit of a problem. I need my fridge because at the end of the day I do store my food in there, as in, you know, if I'm out for 2 or 3 weeks, I don't buy 2 or 3 weeks worth of food, but I do still keep, that's a nice tune, isn't it? I do keep meats in there, and the little freezer boxes are happy to keep in some sausage and various other bits and pieces which will, as an emergency. Tracked one down, funny enough, not far from where I am, about 5 or 6 miles if that, at Grendon. Very nice place. I think it was called Direct Motorhome Services, and it's, I think, Unit 6, Grendon House Farm, and the number is 01827 701310, and I got the fridge down to a good price of £510, which I was more than happy with. I did find another place at Nuneaton, which is just a bit further up the road, but they got back to me, this other firm. Nice lad, Dave, oh, lad, he's younger than me. Nice chap, Dave. They haven't to do motorhome kit out the motorhomes, the vans and various other bits and pieces. Quite a bit of stuff in there, you know, and he also, they do racing as well, but that's beside the point. Really nice, friendly. I've left a couple of stickers there. He's interested in touring in Scotland, so I says give us a ring. So at the moment, with the temperature in the fridge going up, as I says, from 13 degrees this morning from the outside temperature out in here, and to 15 degrees inside the fridge, then I think the fridge has had its days. The last couple of years in the summer, it's always struggled to keep a cool temperature. Well, I buy, I say raw meat, I buy chicken portions and I buy chops and various other bits and pieces, and to be honest, I do want to sort of keep them cool. I don't mind them rising a couple of degrees to 6 or 7 degrees and then coming back down, but when it's at 15 and higher, then, and especially for the day or two, so I've got to chuck that meat away, basically, and I'm going to try and get that fridge swapped out in the next few minutes. I bought the crx dometic compressor fridge. I've just picked it up, as I say, from that place. Very helpful chap, and so what I'm going to do is unbox. I'm not going to unbox it and stuff, I'm going to rip it out and see how we go from there. But a little bit disappointed because you know, £510, a lot of money, and as I says, it's not as if I didn't want to spend it. It's just that, as I says, I'm on the road for another week or nearly 2 weeks. I need a fridge. It's as simple as that. And if the weather does get warm, which it will get warm, I need a fridge. I need a fridge. I'm not buying a cool box in between and all this business. So I've got a solar panel. If it's sunny and hot, then the solar panel is going to be fine. I've read up as best as I can about them, so onwards and upwards, and off to change the fridge anyway. Cheers. Right, it's a small fridge. It's connected up, and I started off at 19 degrees literally a few minutes ago. It's dropped down to 18 degrees. I have an outside a thermometer thing that's inside the fridge. The meat that's in this fridge here, which is sitting in front of me, this great big bulky thing, I'll be throwing that away. I've kept the bacon because it's a vacuum pack thing, and I've got some cheese up there which should be okay. Evidently that's not the best way I'm going to fit a fridge. I'll have to put some surround around there. I've turned the gas off to the fridge, so that's not a problem, not an issue. But evidently since I'm out, I can't really make any should we say surround for it. I will probably drop into a B&Q local. Might be able to do a few little odd jobs to it to put on the side and to fill the gaps in around the side, and then I will actually fill some of the vents in at the back. You can just see the holes in the back there, where the vent is to the outside, which you don't need on a compressor fridge. So in the winter time that will be a big hole that I can fill in. At the moment I'm going to leave it as it is, So at the moment my question is just my answer to question, or question to the answer, is to make sure I've got a fridge that's working and will keep my stuff cold. So at the moment I've got a few things to try and sort out, as in where to get rid of the fridge, where to get rid of the big box. The box I can fold down, so that's not an issue. The bit of a glass polystyrene, sorry, I'll have to try and get sorted somewhere else, but I've got some friends and family around here, so I'm sure they'll take a few bits and pieces off me. Anyway, the fridge has dropped from 19 to 17 in the space of less than 5 minutes, so it seems to be working okay. My red light is up there to show that the fridge is actually on. I shall dim that red light a little bit because it was basically a warning light to say that I was leaving the 12-volt system on. But anyway, enough said. Fridge is on, fridge is working. I'll wait till it drops to temperature and sort it from there. It's a nice pretty fridge. I've still got the little sticky stuff down the side here that I've got to pull off. It's a pull handle up, and there you go, and there's some lights in the fridge, and it's set. There you go. Well, you can set the controls on the side here, which is inside, which at the moment I've just left to cool. The fridge won't fall open, sorry, the fridge won't fall open if I'm going. All I've got to do is make sure I can sort of secure the fridge so if I'm driving it doesn't, oops, it doesn't exactly fly out. But I'm not exactly going to be bashing around too much. So there you go, very quick job, 5 minutes. I may have been able to get a bigger, slightly bigger fridge, but I don't need a bigger fridge, I just need a fridge that works. Not very clear, but hopefully that's well understood. We'll see how we go with that. I can't keep having meat that's going off and not being comfortable with an old fridge. Cheers. It's my junk cupboard. That's my solar. The solar's coming in at about 6 or 7 amps at the moment. And like I say, the fridge is working hard to get cool, so I've got no problem with that. The battery's 99% of flashing, as you can see. But I'm pulling in up to 6 to 7.2 amps, 7.4 amps, which is the little figure here. So because it's a sunny day, so hopefully within an hour or two that should slow down and go on a little slight tick over. Anyway, cheers all.